Natural gas extraction by hydraulic fracturing, or fracking, is profitable yet intensely debated. The process involves underground injection of millions of gallons of water solution in every well drilled. This solution, known as proppant, is laced with chemicals and materials that help fracture the subsurface, allowing oil and gas to flow up a drilling pipe. Recently, fracking has been associated with water contamination and human health problems. The Marcellus Shale in Pennsylvania and New York contains the largest untapped natural gas resource in the country, representing incredible economic potential, yet environmental injustice related to fracking is developing throughout the region. Household water in this rural and already impoverished region is contaminated with toxic proppant. Due to the protection of industry trade secrets, many drilling companies refuse to notify local residents of the associated dangers of using their water and the chemical formulas that are making their families sick. The fracking process is exempt from the Clean Water Act due to a loophole created during the Bush-Cheney administration in 2005. Cheney, the former CEO of Halliburton, a company responsible for many of these wells and drilling practices, circumvented legislation that other industries must follow. Injustices arise when companies enter rural areas to lease land for fracking purposes in Pennsylvania and New York. Chesapeake Energy and Cabot Oil are operating in local communities that are largely unaware of the drilling process, let alone negative externalities. Communities and individuals are enticed by potential profits, and many suffer the effects of poorly regulated extraction practices, such as polluted water sources. Though the federal government has power to pass legislation on regulatory practices, state governments are responsible for permitting fracturing to occur within its communities. Local populations fall victim to the injustices occurring, as they are unable to realize their highest potential as a result of contaminated water sources and subsequent land and personal health degradation. Profit-seeking by natural gas companies harms local communities as these corporations minimize costs and maximize their profit, but ignore critical human and environmental health concerns. While injustice caused by natural gas extraction occurs in the rural regions and at local scales, profits and benefits from this clean energy source are primarily utilized in urban centers. The flow of natural gas resources to urban centers and away from the rural locations of extraction represents spatial injustice that is best understood by the impoverished, post-industrial, and declining agricultural communities that are seeking economic stimulation by leasing their lands to corporate powers.